everybody, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are having a most excellent day. I am enjoying a rare bit of no rain. It's been raining pretty much all day here in Oregon. I think we had something crazy like 60 millimeters so far this day, but it's now stopped raining. So yay, that's really good. The chickens are really upset because I haven't let them out because it's been so wet and they get their feathers wet and then it gets cold, and cold, wet chickens. Well, you wouldn't want to be a cold, wet chicken, right? So I don't think it's fair to let them out in the rain. I know if it's warmer, then it's not so bad. But if it's cold, it gets down to freezing here up in the hills at night time. Well, that's pretty bad. But that's not what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about some reactions that we've had this week to various bits of content that we've put up. The first reaction is people moaning about the internet and the live stream that we did the other day. We're testing out new technology all the time. Sometimes that technology doesn't work. We did a live stream about the Bolt EV, the recall, and about how you can make sure that your battery pack is safe until the recall is carried out. We did a live stream on that, and I thought I had a good wireless signal. It didn't. It dropped, apparently. So some of that is down to the fact that we have NAF Wi-Fi in the house, and we're going to fix that very soon. We're about to buy a new Unity or Unify system for the house. It's kind of expensive, so I've been saving up for that. Hopefully that will solve our internet connection issues within the house and also out here in the garden. But the other thing is we live in rural Oregon. We have a 20 megabit per second up and down, and it's a wireless connection. So until such a point that Starlink offers internet here, if it does, we probably will go for it. But until that point, I'm afraid what we can do live depends on the weather. Sometimes it's a great day and we can do a great stream. Sometimes it's a really terrible stream, and I apologize. But swearing and getting angry at me because the internet is bad doesn't really help. When we record a better quality version, and we have a better quality version, which we do for that video, we're always going to upload that after the fact. So we may not be able to do live streams for a while. Let's just leave it at that. Anyway, the second thing I want to talk to you about is the Ford e-Transit, which of course was revealed this week. And a lot of people were really, really kind of upset that the Ford e-Transit was being advertised as having a pretty mediocre range when you compare it to an electric car. So electric cars, we're used to them getting 200, 300 miles per charge. The Ford e-Transit, when it comes to market as a 2022 model year car, will only manage around 120 miles. So what's that, 170, 180 kilometers per charge. And a lot of people are saying, oh, that's terrible. Ford are being half-arsed on purpose. They're not supporting the electric vehicle revolution. I spoke to Ford. I've spoken to some of their team, and their logic was that we want to get this vehicle to market, this commercial vehicle to market, for $45,000 or equivalent. We don't want it to be super expensive when compared to the internal combustion engine variants, but we want to have some kind of practicality, which is why they put 110 kilowatt charging in. And what I want to know from you all here today is, what's more important, price or range? Because, you know, people are constantly saying, oh, well, electric vehicles are too expensive. And a car company comes out with a less expensive electric vehicle, and then the same people complain that the range is not enough. So I really want to know what you would rather have, and also how you'd rather those companies sold vehicles. Because at the end of the day, while we don't like talking about it, and I'm sorry that the camera is shaking, I'm actually really cold right now. While we don't like to talk about it, all of these car companies are businesses, even Tesla, and their goal is to make money for the shareholders. And yes, some companies have got more money than others, but would you rather a company, you know, produce a vehicle that is a loss for them for many, many, many years, just so it can have better battery capacity, better range? Or would you rather they go, okay, we're going to get a vehicle out today, and we're going to improve on that. We're going to use what we learned from that vehicle to improve the next vehicle, and then the vehicle after that, and then the vehicle after that. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting mixed messages from a lot of people who are EV fans. You know, that they're moaning at car companies for making electric vehicles, right? For not making electric vehicles even. Oh, such and such a company is not making a serious electric vehicle. They're not serious. When they come out with a vehicle that has incredible performance and range, but is $90,000, $100,000, they complain about it being $100 or $90,000 or $80,000. But then when they come out with a more affordable option that maybe has less range, they still get moaned at. So my question to you today is, what would you rather? Because you can't have your cake and eat it as well. You know, even Tesla can't make a car that has an insane range and a super affordable price tag, because battery packs, while they are a lot cheaper than they used to be, are still darned expensive. You know, we still have to pay a large amount of money for those battery packs. So let me know what you think in the comments below. We should have an update for you next week on Erin's car. I don't want to make any promises because of COVID and some other stuff that was going on this week. But suffice to say, I think we might have an update on Erin's search for a new car. I think some of you will be very happy. I think some of you will be very angry. And again, we just have to ask ourselves, are we all heading in the right direction? Are we all heading towards a plug-in car? Or are we getting to a point where it has to be a particular car, or a particular vehicle, or a particular type of vehicle? And if that's the case, you have to ask yourself what your priorities are. Because I think, I know personally, I'm getting kind of fed up of it has to be one solution or no solution kind of mentality, because I don't think it helps us. And hopefully now we have a new president-elect in President-elect Biden. We're going to see more electric vehicles, more energy, renewable energy, and some other stuff. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Before I finish, I want to give a kind of a feedback to the nuclear piece I did last week. Some of you said I was being really, bad. I was talking about nuclear energy in a negative way, and I hadn't done my research. I had done some research into it. But also, I wasn't saying we shouldn't have nuclear energy. I was saying, at what point will nuclear energy cost more than solar and wind and storage projects? At what point will we have got to a point where renewable energy will be so affordable, so cost effective, that we won't need nuclear power generation anymore? Because I think that's ultimately what we should be focusing on. Anyway, I am blinking cold here. So thanks to the folks who are scrolling by on my right for supporting us. You can join them by following the links below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. You can send us Ko-fi, you can send us Bitcoin. You can also join the Discord and send us some awesome love by buying something in the swag store. I'm really freaking cold now. We've got some great videos lined up next week, so I'm going to go on inside and warm up. Keep evolving.